Snoop Dogg. He ain't happy. Let's talk about it. What's up, my peeps? It's the turtle smashing, dragon punching, titan smashing, zombie blasting, race car drifting, multiplayer butt whipping, the collector of coins, rings, looms, rupees, and tanukis. I got food for self, emeralds for wealth, and med packs for health. I got the double jumps, turbo boost, time freezes, and invincibility. Leveled up all of my abilities. I run Vice City and made the Mushroom Kingdom better, and I am the first human Spectre. This is Mastermind, and welcome back. What's going on, peeps? Mastermind here. Okay, so unless you've been living under a rock, you probably already heard that Snoop Dogg was having some issues playing Xbox Live, playing some game or whatever. He didn't really specify that, and he was upset over it. If you haven't seen it, here's a quick video.
A message to Xbox One or Microsoft or whoever the fuck. Y'all fucking server is fucking whack, man. Y'all gonna make me switch to PlayStation if y'all don't help me get this shit fixed. It's that difficult to play somebody online. What the fuck is you doing, Bill Gates? Fix your shit, man.
Okay, so the first thing I want to kind of establish right from the beginning is that Snoop Dogg's a gamer. He's just like you and me, and he sits there and he plays the game probably when he's home or whatever, and occasionally you get on there and just shit ain't working. You know, your internet ain't working, or the servers aren't working, or just something isn't working right. And that happens. It's happened to all of us, whether you play on PC, whether you play on PSN, whether you play on a Wii U. And it also happens on Microsoft. And sometimes it's a little bit more frequent than we would like it. Now, does he have a point? Before I even get into that, let me just say that on the surface of things, most of us agree. If you're paying for a service, it should work. And a lot of us will complain and get very upset when it doesn't work 100% of the time and to 100% of the degree that we want it to work. That's just consumerism. That's human nature. We always feel like we're getting the short end of the deal when we purchase things anyway. So when we purchase things and they don't work the way we want them to, we get upset. And as consumers, we complain, we protest, we boycott, and companies, they scramble as best as they can to either please us or find different ways to screw us. And usually, companies that don't do right by their customers, usually they start losing popularity, and sometimes some of them, many of them in the past, have even gone under. Now, someone like Snoop, he is a celebrity. He is very well known. So for him to come out and sort of endorse Microsoft by threatening to leave them, I find crazy. It's almost like, hey, I'm an Xbox guy, but if you motherfuckers don't get your shit together, I'm cutting you off. The problem I have with that is if he goes to PlayStation like he threatened in the video, as you just saw, he's going to run into the same problems eventually. It happens. It happens. And I think that's my point in this whole conversation, is that we all have to understand that this technology is amazing. It's incredible. Like, if you really think about the things that we're able to do, we play people from other countries. I play family and friends spread out all over the place. I got people I've played, that I know that have played in Hawaii and play in Mexico and play in Puerto Rico and play in, I've played people everywhere. Japan, I've played people in Europe. It's an amazing thing when you're able to get on the game and you meet somebody from another country, or you even know somebody who lives somewhere else and you can connect with them and play. And I gotta understand, as just somebody, a logical person, that it's not always going to work the way we want it. I'm not saying that he doesn't have the right to complain, but I'm just saying him complaining carries a little bit more weight than myself or, some other YouTuber. But let alone, I'll just use myself as an example, some unknown YouTuber. If I sat here and I was ranting about it, no one would really care. I might have a couple of people who might agree with me, but nobody really cares. But when somebody like him comes out and say it, it's not like he's going to destroy Microsoft or end anything. But I am saying that, his complaining, his ranting carries a little bit more weight. Not too much. He's not the most relevant person out there, but he's still very relevant. But and even if he was the most relevant musician out there, it still wouldn't carry the weight that, you know, the desired effect that he's probably looking for. I don't think Bill Gates is sitting there trembling in his boots because Snoop Dogg couldn't get a match the way he wanted to. I just think that as consumers, and Snoop obviously is one of them, he's paying for the service, so he has every right to be disgruntled, as we all do. I just think that maybe some things we might want to just let go a little bit. You know, these things do happen. It's not going to be perfect all the time. And but if it works most of the time, on most of the systems, I think that's great. There's going to be maintenance. There's going to be... It could have been his internet for all we know. I mean, I don't know. All I'm saying is I don't recall Xbox being down around that time. And I was on Xbox. But it could have been. Maybe even in his area. Who knows? But I know just the other day, PlayStation was out like 10 hours or whatever. And it bummed me out. You know, I couldn't do what I wanted to do on it, but it wasn't the end of the world. I didn't freak out. I understand that these things happen. As long as my credit card information ain't getting stolen, or my shit ain't getting hacked, or, you know, unless my computer blows up and doesn't work for one reason or another, unless something major happens just because you couldn't get a connection right there, or it wasn't working exactly how you wanted it. I don't know. I just thought he...
Fucking server is fucking whack, man. Y'all gonna make me switch to PlayStation if y'all don't have to get this shit fixed. Is that difficult to play somebody online? What the fuck is you doing, Bill Gates? Fix your shit, man.
And that's just the way it is. Now, have you ever flipped out over something really small like that? Or are you the type of person that you're calling Sony or Microsoft or Apple or, you know, anybody, you know, at the smallest little thing that bothers you? Or, you know, if your computer crashes one time and then you reboot it and it's fine, you know, do you call flipping out? Because there are some people like that.
I would really like to speak to your manager. Right now. I am tired of this shit. I don't pay for this service, so I can get screwed over. Let me talk to your manager. Hello, Bill Gates? Motherfucker.
I will look for you. I will find you. And I will kill you.
Again, as consumers, you do have a right to complain, and I think that's part of the quality control. The more people complain, the bigger, more celebrity people are if they complain. I'm sure that some people over at Microsoft might be scrambling a little bit to find out what exactly happened because of his status, but I don't think that it was that big of a deal, and I hope it doesn't set a trend where, you know, gamers are freaking out over the smallest things. And even like when you read some of the comments, you know, in some of the videos that you watch of Snoop, there are comments going on and it starts a fanboy war. Oh, this doesn't happen over here and it doesn't happen over there. It happens everywhere. I just said PlayStation went down just, you know, the day before. I think he said that or something, or a couple of days before he brought out that video. It happens. And of course, you know, fanboys are going to start a little fanboy war and say, hey, you know, my internet game is tighter than yours, and it's just silly and it's ridiculous. But I just think, hey, this is great technology. It's amazing. We got to understand and appreciate the fact that it's not always going to work, and they're going to keep improving it. And as long as we keep, you know, pushing the technology and pushing the boundaries, especially as gamers, you know, it's going to get better. Anyway, those are my thoughts. I don't think it's as big of a deal as some people make it, or even as Snoop made it, but you do have a right as a consumer to definitely complain. So I definitely want to hear your comments and thoughts. Don't forget to like, share, and also subscribe. Mastermind out. Thank you once again for watching. If you enjoyed this video and want more content, please don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Mastermind out.